for us to be tasked with bringing them to life, it's a huge responsibility, and none of us take that lightly.
I'm Oliver Trevina here on the Young Hollywood sofa, joined by the lovely Katherine McNamara. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Georgie was very excited.
Well, I'm very excited to meet you and Georgie.
Yes, this is it. This is her, Georgie. Anything you want to say to Katherine? I think she said something.
I think she said it all. I think
we'll
that
edit
said it all
something
right
in there.
there.
I think that said something. She was very excited for the show. And we were just talking about it's out there now.
Finally,
it's out. Finally,
it's in the world.
There. Yes.
I mean, there's been such a build-up for the show, and we've been talking about it for 6 months or so now, and it's nice to finally let it out there and let the fans experience it and let them enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Yes, Shadowhunters. Big. The feedback's been great.
The feedback's been, it's been pretty much positive so far, which is always nice to see.
Because there's a lot going on for her, so there's a lot for you to do.
I do. I love Clary because she has such this blend of strength and vulnerability that kind of ebbs and flows throughout the season, and it's a very complex and interesting journey to play. And I'm looking forward to seeing where she goes if we're fortunate enough to have future seasons. But even within the first episode, it's very challenging, and that's one of the things that drew me to the project. I love it when I read a script and it scares me a little, and I go, oh, well, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can go there or really pull that off, because I know that when I have to, I can rise to the challenge.
They're the things you should do in life, the things that scare you.
Yeah.
Within reason, of course.
Well, of course,
you know. And the first episode for Clary was just it's a big one.
Whew.
It's a lot going on.
Lot of cold, wet, long nights, man, on that episode.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. Clary kind of comes into this world in a very violent, shocking way. She sees this fight in Pandemonium, and then all of a sudden her whole world comes crashing down around her, and she's really reduced to nothing. Everything she knows, everything she loves is taken away from her, and she's forced to find that inner strength, that inner Shadowhunter, and rise from the ashes and start anew.
So yeah, obviously based off books, so going into a project like this, it's got a fan base, but more pressure?
It is. It's kind of a double-edged sword. It's always exciting to be a part of a project that people can't wait to see and are really looking forward to and are already supportive of even before it's out there. But something I've learned from talking to a lot of the fans is that they have such an attachment to these books and to these characters. When you read something, your imagination adds so much to the story. And so you kind of create your own version of the story, and you grow up with these characters and they become your heroes, and then for us to be tasked with bringing them to life, it's a huge responsibility, and none of us take that lightly.
And the visual effects are incredible when you watch the show. How was it for you the first time you watched it?
It was great. I didn't know what to expect because I'd seen bits and pieces, but nothing with the special effects all put in, and certain scenes I hadn't seen because I wasn't a part of. But seeing it all put together, it really came together as a cohesive unit. Everyone's work elevated everyone else's, and it came together in a way that I think made it more magical than it could have.
And it filmed in Toronto?
Yes.
So how was that?
It was great. Toronto's such a fun city, and I'd never been there before. And actually it was pretty much the same for most of the cast. We were all newbies to this city. And it was a great opportunity for us to sort of bond together as a cast. We all ended up living, within a few blocks of each other and really stuck together and learned the new city.
Yeah, Alberto told me about some of the Dom done a few pranks?
Oh, just a few.
Just a few? Did you get pranked?
Oh, always. Every day. Every day.
Can you tell us about one of them?
I can. We became a real family on the set, and I basically gained 5 big brothers and a big sister. Big family, but I'm definitely the little sister of the group. But one day, I don't even know how it happened, Dom decided to tape me to my trailer. So I'm standing on the steps of my trailer, and he gets one of my hands taped to the handrail. And then I'm stuck, and I'm laughing too hard to move. So he gets my other hand taped and tapes my legs together and walks away.
This is a prank? This is just terrible behavior.
It's a full-on prank.
Okay.
And then, of course, everyone hears me laughing, so they come running, not with scissors, but with cameras, to document the situation, because that's my role as little sister. That's what happens. And then eventually Matthew Daddario came with a pair of scissors and cut me out, like the big brother that he is.
The hero.
Of course.
Did he arrive on a horse as well?
No, that was Isaiah.
Of course Isaiah arrived on a horse. Yeah, Matthew just ran shirtless.
Just ran, with his bow and arrow.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. Yeah, Dom's the naughty one then. I've established that by the interviews I've had of the cast.
He's definitely the prankster. But, I wouldn't have it any other way.
This is obviously a book turned into a TV show. If you could turn any book of your choice into a TV show or movie, what would it be?
There's so many. Okay, it's not really a book, but it's a play by Tom
Okay.
Stoppard. Arcadia is one of my favorite
Okay.
plays of all time, and I would really love to see that done because it jumps time and there's all of these interesting twists and relationships, and I would love to see that come to life on screen.
Okay. I'm going to check that out then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check that out. But in the meantime, check this lovely one out in Shadowhunters, and then you can see her in Arcadia.